I normally would introduce you guys to myself at the beginning of the video, but I don't think that would be very appropriate to what we are talking about here. I'm not really going to tell you to follow me or subscribe to me this time because I don't think this is appropriate to what we are going to be talking about. This video is not just my frustration with how things are going right now in the world, but it is also a message to people out there that are sick and fucked up in the head like this, okay? It is so bad right now how some people legitimately think like this, where there were not one, but two people who I wanted to at least give them the benefit of the doubt, no matter what their political views are, that I immediately unfollowed them. Yeah, that is how bad it has gone right there. I already posted on Twitter that I'm officially going to make another video on a particular content creator, on somebody I don't like, who I've actually defended on my channel before, who I'm no longer defending. But we're not here to talk about that. We are talking about the people who legitimately just are sick fucks who support death onto people, on people that don't like them politically. I'm not fucking kidding. And it has gone to the point where people this year so far, even just this year, and even from last year, but mainly this year, because they don't like a particular person on their political views, that they're glad that they're dead. I am dead serious. It has gotten this bad. And what's so sick is that I have seen people on Twitter, on Instagram, commenting, even posting on videos, and even on Facebook saying that they're actually glad that conservative activist Charlie Kirk is dead. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to yell or scream this time because, for one, it is absolutely late as I am recording this while everybody else is asleep at this time of night. I am going to say this right now. What the actual fuck is wrong with these people? Like, seriously. And I already posted on my community posts on YouTube about Animat basically supporting the person who killed Charlie Kirk and saying that he was glad that he's dead. This is how it's gone. Oh, and believe me, there are other posts like this where one of the people, at least, that I have officially unfollowed because of this. And I will definitely make a deep dive video on why I no longer support this content creator now. But Plague Moth, yes, that Plague Moth I've defended before, I have officially unfollowed him and no longer support him on his Subscribestar because of this disgusting post on Instagram, wishing death on Charlie Kirk and making a joke out of it. I know Plague Moth is definitely more on the left-leaning side when it comes to political views, but you would think you would have at least some respect. That's a video for another time, why I'm no longer friends with him, because believe me, this is not the only post he has done on his social media why I'm no longer friends with him. And that there are other videos of cheering on, mainly on the far left, saying how great it was that he got killed. I read a comment one time, somebody who was around during the 60s, that was a kid around the 60s, that reminded him of the assassination on John F. Kennedy, how the political divide is similar to that from back then. The only difference was that we have the internet and modern technology for it now. And honestly, I agree. I legitimately 100% agree on that. So this is my message to anybody who is sympathizing with the fucking shooter assassinating Charlie Kirk. If you are that person who basically cheers this shit on about a political figure or somebody willingly because you don't like them as a person and you have wished them dead this entire time that you watched my content, then unsubscribe to me. unfollow me from social media if that's what you honestly fucking believe. The only time you should be at least be celebrating somebody's death if somebody was a demented evil person. I don't know, an actual dictator, even though you guys like to call Donald Trump that, when we all know people like Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein and all the others we've learned in history class were actually horrible people. I could at least understand like people like that saying, hurrah, thank goodness that person's dead. Like, those people were actually evil, but people like Charlie Kirk, no. But when I was watching the videos on Charlie Kirk, on the interviews and everything so far, I'm sorry, I don't see that this guy was a bad person. And I'm looking throughout it. Videos I can think about are right here by these content creators that I subscribe to on YouTube. I'm going to leave those videos down in the description below because I think these particular videos are people who actually fucking care, whether the political differences or not, people that actually cared and did not wish death on him, and who unfortunately was killed in front of college students and other people around him. And what's so fucked up is that now Charlie Kirk's wife and his kids don't have him around anymore. They gotta live with the fact that he's gone, and they just lost their loved one. And especially his kids. I feel so sorry for his kids the most. So yeah, from the tone of my voice, I feel angry and just not well after hearing how fucked up people can be to celebrate someone's death over political views. Like, to be that kind of, especially wishing that they were killed, to me is even worse than just wishing them dead. The fact that there's people like that actually think like that, what the fuck's wrong with you people? I originally wanted to post a video on a particular topic of the Minneapolis Catholic school shooter that happened recently this year too, but I was so beyond angry and my rage was just showing on that I'm not sure people were really ready for that kind of video like that. Maybe one day I might talk more, but still, to celebrate somebody, especially after killing children on that one too. Like, if you are the kind of person who celebrates murdering innocent people, like, you don't even disagree with, but they weren't bad people. Like, if you celebrate that shit, that tells me more about you. That tells me more about you as a person, not just even really, besides political views, that just tells me about you as a human being. That's really what I gotta say right here, and you know what's making me happy right now is that my cat that is next to me, purring and cuddling next to me as I'm recording this, because you know what? I need something a little bit happy like that in my life. Just something small like that after this traumatic shit that I've been hearing. Like, there were even, like, celebrities, even if they didn't agree with his political views, there were even celebrities that at least had the heart, whether it was genuine or not, say, you know what, it's just not right to celebrate somebody who just got fucking killed in front of people, especially live on camera. If they can at least even say that out in camera and say, this should have never happened, there's at least a little bit of sympathy on that. And I don't care what the far left says, political violence is on the rise. It really is. Even in especially in the United States right now, considering we have Donald Trump back in office again, all because what? They didn't want him back in office again? Because of political differences? And I even still remember from last year when he almost got assassinated, and there's still people that had tried to still do it even after that. I want to scream and yell, but again, like I said, it's late at night and I'm in no mood to do that. I just want to at least just stop recording this, and to all the people who are murder simping this shit, you literally can go fuck yourself and get fucking help. And if you are somebody that legitimately wants somebody dead over differences you disagree with, you need to be on a watch list. Like, seriously, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, I already have a couple of friends who are not talking to me over political views because of what I posted last year during the election. At least, you know what? They're smart enough to say that's going too far to be saying that on, if that's how they feel. And honestly, you know, I hate the internet sometimes because there was a time before the internet when if people really thought like that, they learned to keep that to themselves. I miss those days when people just kept certain comments like that to themselves. Seriously, that's all I got for you. Thanks for listening, and I'm praying for Charlie Kirk's family, and I hope after this they're doing okay. And to everybody else, stay sane and live a better life than hating on basic human rights. See you all later in the next video.